Good afternoon, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. So I am back working, well, not on, but making for this Edith Holden junk journal that I'm about to create. So I want to say a couple of days ago, it might be more like 10, probably nearly 2 weeks now, I started the inside. I haven't done anything more on it yet because I had other things to do that I haven't quite finished yet. But because I'm not feeling 100% today, I just wanted to do something nice and easy and cheer myself up. So I'm not going to work on the outside of the journal. I'm going to work on some ephemera for it, and I want to make a lot of the ephemera from the pages. Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. I have got on my desk here, that's going to be on the spine if you didn't see the other video, some A4 coffee dyed paper. I believe this was from Violet. Yeah, I'm running low now, so I really must either sort out my kitchen tops so that I can go and I'm looking for a bone folder. Here we are. Coffee dye some and put it in the oven since I don't have the greenhouse anymore. I'm going to have to buy some. I quite like both. I like my own and I like to buy it as well because oh yeah, it's going to fit nice, isn't it? An A4 piece in there. Lots of room all the way around. But I don't have to trim the A4 piece. It's going to fit nicely. So yeah, pleased about that. Yeah, I like to have both because mine tend to be more drippy and grungy. And I really like these ones that Violet and others do. So and that's for my size of my ephemera is what I wanted that for. So I know that I want some quite biggish. I'm quite liking where the pocket is like a third perhaps of the page, and maybe even sewn on. I don't know. I'll do some stuck on today, I think, and then I'll decide. You know, so it's quite a big pocket, and then you can put big pieces of paper in it, or it's just fun, I think, having some big pockets. And I haven't done any really big ones for a while, so I'm going to start, I think, with a couple of those. So let's, oh, that felt thick. Yeah, let's do a couple, one on each of these. I think it might be a 3 signature journal, actually. But shall I do 3? Let's do 3 because I think they're going to be easy-ish makes, depending on my brain. Neil took me out for some fresh air today because I'm feeling a bit grotty. Out for a run in the can to get some fresh air. Now it's absolutely throwing it down. It's bitter cold. But you know what it's like when you've got a bad cold and you're in all the time and the heating's on, so yeah, some fresh air was welcome. So it took me for a drive out and we ended up at a charity shop, of course we did. I was going to tell you something, I can't remember what now. Oh yeah, my brain just wasn't, you know, I was walking around it like a zombie. I couldn't even think about what I was looking at or whatever. I did make a couple of purchases. I will show you them, but not today. So what am I doing? 3, did I say? Yeah. But yeah, so, you know, I'm saying things are easy, but what normally might be easy may not be so easy today. I realise that's got a big picture on the back, but I'm kind of looking for, you know, about images that are about the size, about a third of the page. So they're possibilities. I'm going to go right through. I don't know why I didn't just take the whole book apart, but I didn't. Just not enough hours in the day, I suppose, at the moment. So I'd like some throughout the year. So let's move a bit further into the year here. I love the birds. I mean, it doesn't have to be images. I just think the images are nice. I love that. Yeah, that's going to make a lovely pocket, isn't it? Just the eggs. I won't get March on it and what have you, but oh look, that's right. Let me just grab a knife. That's right where it opens, so that will save me. Now I know that's a beautiful double page, and well, I'll have a look at it because actually I might put a double page from the book in the middle of each signature. Yeah, it's got a lot of March on it, hasn't it? So no, not that one. Let's take these out so I've got more loose ones. Gorgeous. Yeah, I suppose all the big pictures may have the months of the... Oh, £17.99, that's when I bought it. I'm just trying to look when I bought it. Oh, there. 12th of the 9th, 24. I know we bought it on holiday, so a couple of years ago. You a loose one? Yep. Okay, let's just choose some. I mean, this is as much fun as anything for me. Just, that might be nice centre page, might it? Don't like that one. Never have. I don't know. Something about snakes. Just not, they don't appeal. They're unappealing to me. Love the daisies. Yep. I mean, that's probably a bit bigger than a third, isn't it? Yeah, one of my all-time favourite pages, so that one just might be a centre. Well, that's quite nice with the dragonfly and the forget-me-not. Is it forget-me-not? Water forget-me-not. Right, can I... Oh, it's a good job they need making thinner. Right, let's go further into the year because I don't want too many choices. My brain can't make them at the moment. And there's actually not that many now. Half ones are all full ones, would you believe? Okay, I think I've got enough there to choose 4 from. So that's lucky, wasn't it? Yeah, pointless cutting a great big one up if I've got smaller ones anyway. So what did I pull out? What did I like? Oh, I've only got 4. So, oh, look what's on the back of that. What's on the back of this one? Oh, a lovely one on the back of that as well. So I like that egg one. Maybe... No, I'm going to cut it. I chose that one. I'm going to cut it up. I've had the book, so I must be on about my 5th or 6th. It is my last one at the minute, though, I have to say. So, let me do a bit of measuring because that might help my brain. Because my ruler's not here, of course. Heck. I've got a small one, but I don't know. Let's see. Right, the page. I know I should know an A4 size, but my brain won't tell me at the minute. Is that centimetres? Yes, it is. So half of it is 14 3/4 centimetres. So shall we say, because I want it inside, so we'll say no bigger than 14, perhaps a bit smaller in width. And this way we have got, what was that, 15 and 5, 20, and again 3/4. So perhaps 20. If we go from there to there is 15. I need another 5 on there. Oh no, that's going to take us over. Let me just see where we might be. So there. Yeah, it's going to take us over. So let's say, oh no, because we're not going that big, are we? But so what we say, 2019 we were saying, weren't we? And only want about a third. So 6.5, 6, 12, 18, 21. There only 6.5 depth. Okay, let's get the chopper because that's going to be the best way to do it. I'm going to start with this bird one because I really, really like it. So let's take March off the top and see how much of the lower stuff we get. Perhaps I should have a little, what did I say? Can you remember? 6.5, didn't I? Oh, it's a lot big there. 6.5. So should I? It's not that big at all, is it? It can be bigger, can't it? Because I've got the whole, yeah, the whole of the page. So it could go up to half. I was making things difficult for myself then. It's the width I've got to be really careful with. So I could have all that if I wanted. Yeah, let's do that. I can't have all that width, but I can have all that height. These are going to make lovely little embellishments and things as we get on with it. So this was the bit that was important, this way on. So I'm going to have to, I think, go up to the edge. Let's try it this way. Go up to the edge of the writing that way, and then see how. Oh, I might just make it doing the same this way. A little bit over the edge, but not much. Sometimes you're better just doing it like, well, I am, trial and error like that, rather than, yeah. So that's going to give me room to glue it down quite well. So do I want a divot in it, or do I want to put a gusset? Might do one with a gusset. I think I'll do this one just flat with a divot. I'm going to glue it in, and then I'm going to decide afterwards if I want to sew round it. I may well. I do like a sewn around pocket. Right, let's get a, that's a really dark one. Let's get a dauber going, and what colour brown shall we have? I don't want to be too dark. I'm wondering if to use a green. Shall I use a green? Let's have a look what greens we've got. Oops. Peeled paint. That's quite dark. That's really bright green, that pistachio one. Oh, have I got any more greens? I think I've got some little ones, but I don't know if I've got any more big ones. Old paper, no. Lemonade, no. So that is the only green I've got. I'll just pop these back in a full-size pot. I have a small one. I might keep walnut stain out. I'm going to need a green dauber, aren't I? What was I looking for? Oh, the smaller ones, right. Forest moss, I think that's quite dark. Yeah, they both look quite dark, don't they? What are you? You're green. Evergreen bough. Right, I might need to try a couple of these on a bit of this paper. Let me just grab some daubers. Where are you going to go? In there. You've got a green thing on you. You look like you might be one of the darker ones. So this is peeled paint. Oh, this is quite dark. Let's have a look. It is nice and green, but it's quite dark as well. I quite like it though. Quite like it. You're a possibility. Don't think you've got any. Look like it should have been blue, but I think it's got a clean what's it on it? Head, dauber head. So let's try. What did we say this was? Evergreen bough. So, are you dry? Or is it just that it's a new dauber? Sorry about the heavy breathing. I can't help it. I'm bunged up. Well, that's a nice. That is quite a nice green, isn't it? I quite like that one. It's only a little one, but I like that. So this was a darkish one as well. Have I got a clean? Oh, no, you're definitely blue. No more clean daubers there, so let's make one. There's too many brown ones, wasn't there? You're brown, you're brown, you're brown. Oh, maybe you're black. I think you might be black. We'll take the black one off, which means I'll probably have black finger ends. What was it called? Forest moss. So I liked them both, didn't I, so far? I quite liked the brightness of that one. Again, it's a new dauber, so it needs a loading up a little bit. And I'm trying it on this paper, which the ephemera's often going to be made out, but it will be going on other papers as well. Oh, that's a really dark, really dark, and that's on a clean dauber, so I don't want that one. I do like that one. I'll leave it out. And I do like that one. So that dauber was off there, I think, and that one off there. Yeah, will that stay the case? Who knows? And I'll keep that out. Okay, I'll get rid of that into the scrap bin. So what was I doing? I was going around here, and I'm going to use this white one, I think. So just like yesterday, I won't be on too long. I don't know if I'll make more pockets than these. I do feel dreadful, I have to say. And the further the afternoon goes on, and the more I'm back inside again, the worse I feel. So I did have to get up and go out this morning because it was Slimming World Way Day, and I've only started back last week I've had about 7 months off. Just lost my mojo with that about the same time I lost my mojo with this. So yeah, maybe it was a mental chemical thing, who knows. Anyway, I went back last week, so this would have been my first weigh-in. This was my first weigh-in after going back, so I couldn't really not go, but, you know, or stay to the class. Come on, what's stuck in you? That's better. I'm being a bit rough with it, so I was hoping I don't splodge it everywhere. You can see how much force I'm putting on it. We've just got to ignore those pretty pictures on the back, because it's always the way with these. I was just wondering if I should have inked the page, but I can do that afterwards. Oh, I've got a bit further in there than I wanted, not quite in the middle, but just because I was thinking this bit is the bit that goes, you know, is stitched in, it goes into the spine. Sometimes, yeah, I wish I'd gone over a little bit. Never mind, we'll live and learn. Yep, I like that. I might like it stitched around, but it depends what I do on the top of it. So I might probably make some of these pages up before I actually sew the signature in, so that I can, you know, decide what I'm doing with some of them. I really liked this dragonfly one. Can you even remember what size I did that? Because I can't. I don't think I measured, did I? I think I just chopped the image where I liked it. So let's try that. And then see where I have to cut down. I think that's the best today. Anyway, guys, I hope you're all well. Anybody else suffering with the lurgy? If you know me well, you know I'm not a very good patient with anything. I'm not good at being ill. I'm ill a lot, but I'm not good at it. Bit of a whinger. So that one's a bit thinner. So that is more like a third. It's definitely too wide, so we'll leave, rather than lose some of that writing. Yep, perfect. We'll lose some of that leaf stem. What was I going to do then? I'm wondering if I might want rounded corners, maybe on the top, just to give it a bit of something different. Let's go with those. And do I still want a divot in it? I think I'll go no divot with that one. Try and keep it this way a little bit, Denise. Look at that beautiful picture. I'll have to find another book, won't I, when this one's gone, but not until I've used this one, because I don't want to hoard. And yeah, I'm not being mean to you guys with lots of copies of it. If you got them at good prices, I don't blame you. But I really need to stop. As you know, I've got quite a book addiction. So using a few pages of one and then buying another book is not really helping. I need to use a couple of books, a couple of dozen if truth be told, up before I buy any more. I didn't even look at the books this morning. I did get something really lovely though, so yeah. Now I was going to do one on that side and one on the inside, so all I'll do is I'll just fold that so it reminds me that I don't want them all on the front, and then the third one I might do on the back. That's a good idea. I've still got these here as well, look, which are the Edith Holden embellishments. Right, which one? How come I ended up with 2 and I said I didn't have enough? I don't know. I've ended up with 3 really with that one. I like this May Hawthorn, and what have we got here? Holly and Maple. What have I got? Have I got anything? So you're sort of springish. Yeah, you're spring and early spring. So shall we go May? Oh, they're both May. It's irrelevant then. That didn't help me decide, did it? I'm going to go with this one, I think, just because it's one big image. So again, I'll cut a strip across there. Might do it a little bit higher. Then if I want a divot in it, these are lovely strips left behind, aren't they? So shall I try it with the... I'll try it with the writing and see if it's too deep. I don't think it's too bad, actually. It's nice to have a description on it, isn't it? We are losing the lovely... what are they? The coloured ends. Can't remember what they're called now. Like the distressed patina type. Let's see what size we want before we do that, miss. Oh yeah, we need quite a bit off. That doesn't look cut straight to me. Let's have a look what's going on. No, it's not. I just wondered if it was my eyes for a moment, but that's better. I know that isn't much, but I could tell it wasn't right. Yeah, we need quite a lot. So we need to be this side. I've got my eye on a leaf where I think it needs to be. Let's see. Yep. So I did go in a bit to where I thought the image was going to be, because I wanted... Yeah, I'm going to have a nice... I think I'll have a bigger divot. Hang on. Where's my big one? I've got a much bigger one than this. They're usually together. Perhaps not then. I think it's a little bit bigger than that one, but not a lot bigger. And I'm just guessing the middle. So shall we have this green around this one? And am I on the back page? Yes. So 3 very easy pockets there. Nice easy start. 3 pages for the journal begun. Okay, what else should we make? I think pockets is a good place to start, isn't it? So, because I've got lots of bear tags that I can decorate with, you know, stuff from the book and other things. So let's make some, should make some corner pockets. I haven't put corner pockets in for a long time. I know they're very basic and very simple. I didn't glue the top, did I? See what my brain's doing. Oh, do you know what? I used to do a really big corner centre pocket. Let's get another page out. I mean, there are going to be lots of these coffee dyed pages in it, so so I did do them that went across the middle. I don't want to do that this time. What did I do with my bone folder? There it is. So much for tidying my desk the other day. So I used to do them where I put a whole page in like that, and cut it down and sewed down. I don't want to do that this time because it just bulked the middle up a bit. But I would like to do like 2 big triangle pieces. And I'm thinking maybe text this time. Let's do some text ones, because then we can put pretties on top, you know, when we decorate them up. So I don't know, I'm doing it over there why you can't see. So I'm looking for a couple of full text pages. There's one. Probably ought to start going in the back of the book in a bit, but when I find what I want straight away. Oh yeah, there we go. Look, August. Yeah, don't take, oh no, don't do that. Don't take notice of what's on the back, Denise, is what I was going to say. Okay, so luckily I don't need it that as big as the page. So, where do I want to chop it? Let's go for height first. Let's take the bottom off there. Yeah, bottom off there. Hope it's straight. And then gauge, sorry about the banging. So I might go from the number 2. There, so that leaves quite a nice bit there to use and play with. And I'm going to cut the numbers off because they're quite distracting. That's what I want, just a big block of text. So how much more do I need off? Right, I don't want to go right into there, so I need it. I mean, I might as well take the whole cut, hadn't I? Pencil. On a slant, had I? Yeah, I think so. Proper triangle. What type of triangle is that? I don't know till I've cut it, do we? So not too far over, so let's go there. I could do with a little ruler to sort of aim at. There. Just see if that will fit in. Yes, it will. So I think I'm taking more than half of it off, but of course it'll get used. So there. So a lot can go in there, can't it? I mean, that can be an uptuck on another page. I might hang on to that. But I want another one here, so it will be this side this time. Let's take the August off. This side will need to be neat. Right, I need it the same height as that. Going next to each other-ish. Well, they won't. It'll only be next to each other if it's in the middle, won't it? Which it might not be, so we'll see. What am I doing there? That's as tall as I want it. Is that what I said? Yeah. Is that right? That's as tall as I want it, yeah. I have to double think. I know you'd be telling me, but I don't think I'd hear you today. So you're going that way. That's what I need to do. So you're like a mirror image. So really, you ought to draw a bit of a line, didn't I? So that I'm getting the same angle. Near enough. So if I get that on that line, it should end up in the same place. I'm thinking. Yes, it should, shouldn't it? Well, let's see. This side of the line, so I don't have to... Are you mirror images? You look pretty good. Oh, well, for someone whose brain won't working, that's pretty good. I'm going to call that a win. And I think I might use those two as uptucks on another page. Why not? Again, I need you the same. Let's do it now rather than lose them. Down a bit there. Is that right? I think so. Yeah, I like it. Okay, let's move that noisy thing out of the way. Got lots of scraps sitting around here, haven't I? So yeah, they don't have to be in the middle like that because, like I say, other pages are probably going to be in the centre. So I'm going to ink that line because I can't see it very well. I doubt very much you can, but use brown. Because I don't want to get too close to it. I do want them to be free of the... What is it? Where is the brown ink? The spine, free of the spine. Okay, let's put that on its side because we're going to use it in a minute. So I'm going to ink round these in, what was it? Walnut stain, I think. And it's got lovely brown. The writing in here is printed in brown, so that's nice. Keeps it in the same tone, colour tones, that's it. That's what I was trying to say. Now I have to tell you today that Simba and Willow have been playing together. What am I doing? Just down here? No, across the top as well, I think. Across the top. Yeah, across the top. Yeah, not nice playing together in my kind of book. Cat playing together, so very rowdy, very noisy, and quite aggressive looking. But you know, I know the cat signs of aggression, so they weren't being aggressive. Tails weren't puffed up, their ears weren't back, and you know, they were playing, but goodness me, I hope they learn to play a bit nicer than that, because they're racket. And if you're in the way, you would get bowled over, chasing around after each other. So kind of zooming in, but chasing each other. One chasing one and then turning around, and the other chasing the other one. Do you see what I mean? But then Willow found a empty shopping bag on the kitchen floor. The sort that you get from a... Sorry, I'm just wiping my nose. My drippy nose. The type you get from a supermarket, you know. Reasonably strong, but not that strong. Anyway, she tipped it on its side and got in it. And she brought it all the way into the front room by throwing herself about in it from the kitchen. And then Simba was sat in the front room watching her. And she was in there having a gay old time, and I could see him looking at her thinking, I'm going to get her. So he did. He walked up to it and, oh, I hadn't inked around that. Drat. Oh, have I? That one looks inked. Did I ink? Why does that look inked? Who knows? Maybe I just didn't do it very strong. Anyway, get it down, Denise, and preferably in the same... Again, I've gone a little bit closer than I wanted, but never mind. So yeah, I mean, that is it's a big plus them playing together, because Simba has just been tolerating her really up to now. He had enough. I mean, he's the older cat, so eventually I let him upstairs, and she was just sat at the door like, I want to go up there with him. But I thought he needs a little break from her till he gets used to her. But she doesn't back down, considering he's a very big cat, is Simba. And actually the noise he makes, and when he bashes her... what am I doing? I'm doing another one. One more. When he bashes her with his paw, he doesn't have his claws out, but he really whacks her hard. You see her head going. She doesn't back, you know, she lays on the back and shows him her belly and says, don't get me, I'm just a baby. So he stops and then she just jumps all over him like, haha, just kidding, like an animal. So I suppose she's an animal, like a wild animal. To some degree, she's one of those. Now this has got quite a bit of white there, but it will probably end up being, you know, having something on it. So I'm going to go with it. So I'm going to stick these, yeah, on the outside of one. Might as well use them as they're there, hadn't I? Just put it into the scraps pile and then think, what was I going to do with those? So yeah, that's a little bit of movement with the cats. Finally, it's taken a while. And the other mini win. I'm trying to stop her. She's doing two things in the lounge, which means she's not allowed in there. One is scratching on the furniture, which, yeah, is playing a bit tricky, me stopping her. She thinks I'm playing when I tell her off. But the other thing is she was going for all the wires, anything plugged in. And I have a lot of Tiffany style lamps. I've got a couple of cats, which I've shown you. I've got a butterfly, and I've got an actual lamp, you know, like a Tiffany lamp style lamp. Yeah, and she thought it was great fun to play with the wires and the internet wire and the telly wire and anything else that was plugged in. So I've taken all the Tiffany lamps away. When I say I've had a win, I've taken them away, so she can't do that anymore. So they're all upstairs at the moment. Is that on the right page? Yeah, that's right, you're going there. And I've pushed the sideboard that they were on, or the unit that's under the TV, really close to the wall. So there's plugs behind there, but you can't get to them because I've pushed the unit so close. But she can't get in there now either to get to the TV wire. And she's been trying. She's like, have I really got that big that quick? Quite annoyed that she can't get in, but yeah, so she can't get to any of the wires. I put a table in front of the other one as well, so that stopped that. So she's soon lost interest in the wires, I'm pleased to say. I just need to get her not scratching. Oops. Not scratching the sofa, and then she can be in there when we're not there, but she can't at the moment. So, yeah, I feel like I've not done an awful lot, but, you know, achieved quite a lot in the same vein. Does that make any sense? Not really. Do I ever make sense? Not very often. I do to myself. So I've got to start on some pages. So these do need embellishments on them. I could do that now, but I don't think I've got the energy. And I'll probably want to, no, do something on the page. Probably some stenciling, or perhaps some stamping. I'm thinking stenciling. And I think I will stitch around those because I think they'll look more finished off. And it'll give them a bit more strength as well. So those three. So I've got 3 of those, 3 big pockets like that. And 2 of those. So 2 big corner pockets and 2 big up tucks. And these will kind of come into their own when you fill them, you know, depending on what you put them. And these, I think, even though these are beautiful, yeah, I think when they're filled, that will finish them. So that's 5. So I probably want one more big one. I'm not going to do it now, and I don't know what it's going to be, but I want one more double page of big pockets from this. And then I've got two for each signature, haven't I? So made a bit of a start. So if I put that one with it and all the scraps, I will get to that in a couple of days, or maybe tomorrow, I don't know. If I feel okay tomorrow when I get up, I may well, you know, continue with this and just finish those 6 pages off so that we're getting ready to fill this journal. So I don't know. I need to decide on the day so that I'm not failing, you know, not setting myself up to do something, not doing it and then failing. That's how I lost my mojo. So I'll decide at the time. But if you're eager to watch this, I know one person who's watching it because she's making one at the same time, just watching it out of interest. But yeah, if you're eager to watch it, hopefully I'll come back and do another one tomorrow, and let me know how far you're getting on with yours. I'd love to know. And I will see you all soon. Thanks so much for putting up with the creaky voice. Bye.